This is your technical update from the LMAX Exchange Research and Analytics Desk for Friday, June 3rd, 2016. Euro dollar. So the euro has seen some setbacks in recent trade below 112, with this putting the pressure back on the downside. The next key focus is at 110.58, going back to that low that we saw on the 16th of March, which guards against more significant support at 108.23 further down. At this point, any rally should be very well capped ahead of 114, with only a break back above that level to delay the bearish outlook. Ultimately, the structure continues to favor the downside following that break that we saw below 112. Sterling dollar. So cable now is back pressure to the downside after stalling out ahead of that key resistance at 147.70, and this puts the focus on key support going back to the 16th of May at 143.33. A break below 143.33 would then expose next critical medium-term support, which comes in around 140 further down, guarding against the 7-year low from earlier this year at 138.36. Dollar yen. So dollar yen is now trying to put in a fresh lower top below 111.89 after stalling out earlier, and now heading lower, potentially back towards that key 2016 and multi-month base at 105.55. A break back below that level would expose a move down towards 100, while inability to do so and a break back above 111.89 would take the immediate pressure off the downside. Euro Swiss. So Euro Swiss has been overall trading with a constructive tone, with the market now looking for a higher low above 109.55 ahead of the next upside extension beyond 11.30 and towards that multi-month and yearly high at 112 further up. Only back below 109.55 would compromise this outlook. Aussie dollar. So Aussie has mostly been consolidating in recent trade after breaking down to fresh multi-day lows below the 200-day moving average. Any rallies from here should be very well capped towards that previous support and resistance around 74.15, with a lower top sought out ahead of the next downside extension, potentially back towards the 2016 base at 68.27. Dollar CAD. So dollar CAD is doing a good job trying to carve out a meaningful base, and a break back above 31.89 will help strengthen this outlook and accelerate gains towards next key resistance at 135 further up. At this point, look for setbacks to be very well supported ahead of 129, with only a break back below 127.72 to compromise this newly adopted constructive outlook for dollar CAD. Kiwi dollar. So Kiwi has seen a nice little bounce in recent trade, though the price action is still classified as corrective, with the market seen topping out by that 2016 high at 70.54. Look for any rallies to now be very well capped ahead of 69, with a lower top sought out ahead of the next downside extension below 66.75, that recent low, and towards next key support at 65.46 further down, which guards against the 2016 base at 63.47. SPX 500. So the S&P 500 has been very well bid in recent trade after failing to break down below some critical medium-term resistance at 2020. The market has now broken back above 2100 and is threatening the establishment above the 2016 peak at 2112. If we see a break and close above 2112, that will do a good job of negating any topish outlook and accelerate gains up towards a retest of the 2015 record high at 2133. However, if the market sees a topside failure and is unable to close above 2112 on Friday, followed by a break back below recent support around 2085, this would suggest or open the door for the possibility of another topside failure and acceleration of declines back towards 2020. Gold. So gold has pulled back a lot in recent trade, and the market is now coming into some key previous resistance turn support in the 1190 area. At this point, any setback should be supported by 1190, with ultimately only a break back below this level or a daily close below this level to compromise the more constructive outlook in favor of an eventual break higher back above the 2015 peak at 1307. Again, any setback should be very well supported in this market despite the downside price action, should be supported above 1190.